Yeah, I suppose I couldn't really have asked for a better start for my first game. To be involved in something as special as that was just amazing.
Has it been forever waiting for it? Like we keep hearing your name being brought up, should be playing, should be playing?
Not really. My form last year wasn't very good, so I knew that it was going to take a bit. This year, I was going to have to play some pretty good footy in the SANFL to be able to have a crack. To be given the go now, just a dream come true.
You thought your first SANFL was pretty good. Was there something they were saying to you that you still had to work on? Or was it just waiting for the chance?
No, I just play consistent footy, work on my defensive transition because that's how the game's going these days, and that's basically it.
Starting in the sub-vest, does that help with nerves or make it a little bit worse?
I'm not sure. I haven't started on the ground yet, so if I start on the ground in a game coming up, then I'm sure I'll be able to answer that a bit better. But I'll just try to relax. Playing the sub, you don't want to wear yourself out too much. So I just tried to relax on the bench and play my role when I came on.
What's it like then having the coming on for the concussion and you're back on and off?
It was obviously something new to me. I haven't obviously experienced that before. I suppose it was good to get a little 5-minute burst before half time, sort of settle your nerves a bit. And then I felt a lot more comfortable coming back on the second time, definitely.
What's been the difference for you this year, like struggling to make the league team last year and now making your AFL this year? What's been the difference?
I think just knowing what's required. You come in your first year and everything sort of happened for you in your juniors, and you sort of maybe expect it to just roll on from there, and you don't realise that getting drafted is the easy part, and working towards an AFL game is the hardest part. I think also having clarity with what makes me play well, and just knowing what that is and being able to perform each week.
So did you see yourself in the pre-season? Did you have a big attitude adjustment this year?
I was a lot more positive this year. Like, pre-season, you sort of come in, we've got a lot of running to do and all that sort of gear. My running ability is not too bad, as in aerobically, and you actually feel good when you're up at the top with guys like VB and Sammy Kerridge. So this year's pre-season I actually enjoyed.
Is it all more positive for you guys, Ben?
Oh, for sure. It's to have a win like that on the weekend proves, I guess, that we can match it with the best teams in the comp at stages, and that throughout the year we've done it. We have matched it with those sort of teams, but we just haven't been able to do it for 4 quarters. So to be able to knuckle down a 4-quarter effort was pretty pleasing. But it's pretty much every week as it comes now. We've got some pretty tough games coming up. We've got to go to Perth twice before the end of the year, so that's a really big test for us. But I think also for young guys like Griggy and Lairdy and Brownie and these guys to play in a big game like that against arguably the best team in the last 10 years is it's a fantastic opportunity for those guys to, I guess, feel what it's like to beat a good side like that.
So what was going through your head in the last minute when Bartel and then Taylor had the ball so close to goal?
Yeah, we gave them every opportunity, I guess, to win it, didn't we? But I was pretty happy when they missed it, but seeing one of them was my free kicks. But it was just great. It would have been really disappointing to get that close and not actually come away with the win. So to be able to hang on there at the end and win was great, as I mentioned those reasons before.
Just takes through your goal, probably kick-started the fight back, I suppose.
What one? I'm joking. It was one of those ones where you sort of just have a ping and it went through, but created good energy from that, and think the guys got a bit of a lift out of it. So I think we hit or kicked the next few as well. It was important to get, I guess, that first goals. I think we're down by 2 or 3 goals still at that stage. So it got us back into it. It was good.
Mitch, has he been a bit more chatty about the goals in the change room?
Oh yeah, he doesn't mind letting the boys know about it, especially when he kicks a few good goals like that. But he's usually pretty humble.
What they click this week that hadn't happened before?
I think it's just a full quarter effort. I reckon we've played well at stages during the games. We've played, and even last week Collingwood matched it with them, and first quarter was outstanding, and then second quarter was really poor. So it's just that consistency across 4 quarters, and we're able to do that pretty well on the weekend. And we've matched it against a lot of the good sides this year. Hawthorn out here were pretty stiff. Could have gone either way late, and again I think we only played 3 quarters that day as well, and one of those quarters really hurt us. So that's where we're at, and until we get that consistency, we're not going to be a good side in this competition.
As you said, you've been in winning positions against a lot of sides. What was Sando's message at the last break when you're on the cusp of a win, but obviously it's fallen foul for you?
Yeah, he just mentioned to do the things that we'd been doing well. We were winning the contested ball and clearances, and a lot of stats, a lot of KPIs that we hold in high regard. We're actually winning, and against one of the best sides in the comp. So he just said keep doing the things we're doing well, and to take them on and not to play safe. We weren't going to win if we're going to play safe, and at times we've done that during the year. So took them on, and things fell our way. But it was great to be able to hold on.
What's it like being on the tightrope at the moment? Like it's just so fine when you make it or not.
Yeah, well, it's not something we've sort of mentioned finals for a while. It's you guys always bring it up every press conference and that, but we've made it pretty hard for ourselves losing our previous few games. So we're not really looking or talking about finals. If it happens, it happens, and we're going to have to pull off some pretty huge wins along the way. So until that happens, we're not going to really speak about it too much, I don't think. But pretty much if we lose one more game for the rest of the year, we're gone. So we just should take it. It's pretty boring, but each week as it comes, and you never know. Funny things can happen, but.
Has it made it easier to focus if you don't have that bigger picture?
No, I don't think so, because you set out any season you set out wanting to play finals footy, so it doesn't make it any easier or any harder depending on what position. I guess it makes it mathematically harder the way the position we've put ourselves in, but
if you don't talk about it without that distraction, does it make it easier to concentrate?
I don't reckon talking about it does anything for the playing group. It might for you guys. You get a bit of a what I was thinking. You like talking about it, and you like writing about it and stuff like that. But people, I guess, like reading that too. But internally, it's we don't mention it too much. It's something that'll happen if we're good enough. We'll play finals footy. So, and if we win enough games, it's about the process, not the end result.
What does that win though do for your belief, and particularly given you did it without Paddy Dangerfield, who's been obviously one of, if not your best player this year?
Yeah, that's a really pleasing thing too. We've got a lot of guys that are obviously, if they weren't injured, they'd be in our first 18. So there's guys like Radar and Tex, who's been out for most of the year, and as you said, Danger, and for guys to step in like Griggy and guys that are coming in, these young guys they've played some really good SNFL footy. Richard Tamling's another one that came in and played really well. They've been playing good, consistent footy, and Roach mentioned it before about the consistency of Griggy's form before he actually got a chance. It's good pressure from those guys, and I think it's good that they get picked after playing good footy for a while, because they come straight in and play well like they have. So, I guess the pressure from those guys has been good.
But what difference does it have, Dean Bailey now able to talk to you guys again?
Yeah, he's a good fella to have around, Bales. We've missed him a fair bit, I reckon, just with his knowledge of the game, and did a lot of stuff on opposition analysis and things like that. So that's been sorely missed. So and just having him around the club as well, he's a great fella to have around. So he's going to be. I saw him sitting in his office as we come past. So he's he's pretty keen to get back and involved with us. So it's he'll be really good, and hopefully he can help us in the next 7 games or whatever is left. So looking forward to working with him again.
Has he had any contact with the players yet? Or is he just...
Well, today's his first day back, I think. So I was stirring him up on the way past, but he's I think tomorrow will be his first, in our review, I guess, will be his first hands-on with us, and I'm looking forward to it.
What does he bring in that regard, being able to speak directly with you?
Just like I said, he did a lot of opposition analysis stuff, and went through and set plays for us as well when we're in different circumstances. So he did a lot of that behind the scenes work that other people didn't have to worry about. So he's going to come back and do all that stuff again and get us up to scratch there again.
Have you noticed his absence on match day?
Yeah, well, he's in the box mainly. So I know they've spoken about missing him in there, and at half time and breaks, if we ever need a rev up, he's the first one to give it to us. So, but he's really with his the way he comes across, gives us the message is really clear as well. He's not done rant and rave like some coaches can. He's I guess he gives us an idea and where to go with that.